Hi, this is Tapan. I am introducing a mapping tool which captures information and pictures from the field, also reflect the geophysical changes of the area over past years. Such mapping tool can be useful for humanitarian and development actors to design, monitor and evaluate field activities from a remote location, besides enhancing community resilience against natural hazards. A short background of the mapping tool: the vast tract of the Brahmaputra river basin in Assam state of India experience regular flooding and river bank erosion, causing millions of people affected and displaced every year. The year 2012 was no exception to this. Flooding in this year affected about 2 million people and displaced 300,000. Considering humanitarian needs of the people, ECO mobilized €2 million. Contracts were awarded to 6 partners. These projects created about 1,000 shelters and 160 water points. Information and picture of assets created through these projects were captured in a KMZ file using free online applications like Google Earth, web albums and KML converter. To open this file, once you double click, it will take you to the area through the globe where the projects were carried out. In this case, along the Brahmaputra river, activities were carried out by 6 partners. If you go any of this project area, in this case this is a Morigaon district of Assam, where Oxfam implemented 50 shelters. Zoom in, you will find individual shelters with their exact location. Once you click any of these shelters, you find information of the shelter along with the picture. Similarly, you can click any of these shelters and find out the pictures and information of individual shelter. Like this way, all about 1,000 shelters were captured in this map. They also created few fuel points or water points which shows the exact location of the water points along with the basic information. We mapped the structures in early 2013. We could realize the river is far away from these settlements, but in reality the river was much close to these settlements. On a review, we could realize the Google Earth image seen in the screen is from 2001, can be seen in the bottom of the screen, which imagery date 12/4/2001. The Google Earth also provide option to review the historical images over the area through this icon. Once you click this icon, give you the timeline bar and gives you series of satellite images over past years. You can see here in 2001 the river was in this location. If we map this one, the blue line, which is the river bank in 2001, and this bank was shifted by 2011 to this place, and one can measure the distance of this area, which is almost 1.7 kilometer. On a further review, it was realized that the river still remains away from these shelters. Accordingly, we approached to the ERCC mapping section of ECO Unit B1 and received the latest satellite image of the river in this particular location. We overlapped the satellite image of the river as on 28 April 2013. On the map, we found the correct river position. It shows the river has further shifted about 200 meters since 2011. On a ECO's visit to the area in June 2013, it was observed that the government has started constructing a huge flood protection wall along the yellow line, keeping people inside the wall to get flooding regularly. By end of August, Oxfam reported that people living inside the flood protection wall had to dismantle their shelter and relocate due to extensive soil erosion and flooding. In early September, ECHO observed that the river has further shifted to this point. As a result, all the shelter inside the embankments had to dismantle and relocated in these places. One can view these relocated shelters with their basic information and the original shelter in the top and the relocated shelter. In this case, the shelter design was such that people could quickly dismantle their shelters and settle in new places, but water points were lost. To conclude, this map was useful for ECHO to monitor, evaluate and draw lessons learned from the 2012 Assam Flood Response Program. NGO partners use this tool to advocate the local authorities, also communicate to their hierarchy. We are sure such tool has greater significance in other global efforts like climate change and community resilience. Thank you.